Hi, my name is Princess Tiara. Join me for Crown and Confidence Podcast, episode 27.
Hello, my beautiful, powerful, radiant queens, and welcome to another magical episode of the Crown and Confidence podcast. I'm your host, Princess Tiara, and today you have stepped into a space of transformation, a space of softness and strength, a space where the sparkle you carry inside finally gets permission to rise and shine. Before we dive in, take a deep breath with me, right here, right now. Inhale and exhale. Feel that crown settle on your head? Good, because today, we're talking about something every queen must master in her journey: owning your inner stage, confidence that shines from within. Now, queens, I know we often talk about the stage you walk on: the lights, the runway, the judges, the audience, the music. But before any woman steps into that arena, she must learn to walk onto a stage that no one else can see: her inner stage. That is where everything begins. That is where everything grows. That is where confidence is born. And today we are going to explore that inner stage together, gently, deeply, lovingly, because once you own that stage, you can conquer any other stage life puts before you. But before we go further, I want to send a royal wave of gratitude to our sponsor, the extraordinary World Class Beauty Queens magazine. They are a global force for representation, empowerment, and sisterhood, celebrating queens from every corner of the world. So thank you, World Class Beauty Queens magazine, for helping us shine brighter than ever. Now, queens, I want you to settle in. Maybe you're driving, getting ready for your day, blending your morning smoothie, touching up your makeup, or winding down for the evening. Wherever you are, I want you to imagine I'm right there with you, sitting across from you in a cozy room with soft lighting, warm tea, and a whole lot of encouragement. Because you deserve a moment. A moment just for you. A moment where you don't have to be perfect. A moment where you don't have to perform. A moment where you don't have to pretend you've got every little detail figured out. This moment is about you, the woman behind the crown, the heart behind the sparkle, the soul behind the confidence you're building. So let's talk about something we rarely say out loud, but we all feel inside. There are days where we feel unstoppable, and then there are days where we look at ourselves and whisper, "Am I enough? Do I really belong here? What if everyone else has something I don't?" Those whispers, I hear them. I've lived them. Every queen you admire has lived them too. Because confidence is not a switch you flip. Confidence is a practice, a daily practice, like brushing your hair or moisturizing your skin or choosing kindness. It is something you nurture, something you build, something you strengthen over time. And here's the truth: the most important stage you will ever walk is the one inside your mind. Your inner stage is where your beliefs stand, where your dreams rehearse, where your fears whisper, where your courage steps forward, where your crown is tested and strengthened. And queens, if no one has told you this yet today, you deserve to stand on that inner stage with your back straight, your chin lifted, and your heart open. As we begin today's episode, I want you to picture yourself on that inner stage. There are no judges here, no audience, no bright lights demanding perfection. It's just you, and you are enough. You are more than the titles you hold, more than the doubts you fight, more than the roles you play for others. And I want you to ask yourself, gently, without judgment, this question: what kind of queen do I want to be for myself today? Not for your family, not for your followers, not for your pageant, but for you. Do you want to be bold today? Soft? Creative? Focused? Rested? Hopeful? Fearless? Whatever you choose, let that energy flow through you as we step into this episode. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore confidence in a way you may have never heard before. We'll talk about international inspiration, a beautiful story of self-discovery, tools you can use right now, and a question from a listener that may speak straight to your heart. But right now, in this moment, I want to give you permission to slow down, to breathe deeper, to listen to your body, to feel your heartbeat, to close your eyes if you want to. Unless you're driving, of course. I want you to feel grounded, safe, seen, and supported. Because confidence doesn't grow in chaos. It grows in stillness. It grows in awareness. It grows when you say, "I deserve this moment." And my queen, you absolutely do. So what does it mean to own your inner stage? It means acknowledging your fears and walking anyway. It means hearing doubt and choosing courage. It means not waiting for someone else to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Now you're ready." It means deciding for yourself that you are ready. Confidence isn't loud. Confidence isn't bossy. Confidence isn't external. Confidence is alignment. Confidence is self-trust. Confidence is your soul saying, I belong here. And today, Queen, I want you to feel that. Not tomorrow. Not when you win your next title. Not when you reach the perfect weight or perfect walk or perfect wardrobe. Today, right now, exactly as you are, you belong here. In fact, this idea of inner shine, this beautiful glow that starts within, is something I recently saw reflected in the journey of a remarkable queen from across the world. A woman who rose from contestant to world champion to national director, and her words, her vision, her courage ignited something in me, something I want to share with you. But before I do, I want you to sit with one more truth. When you choose to believe in yourself, everything around you begins to shift. Your posture, your voice, your walk, your decisions, your relationships, your goals. Confidence changes the room because confidence changes you. So, as we open episode 27 today, this is your invitation to give yourself grace, to give yourself credit, to give yourself space to grow into the queen you're becoming. We all start somewhere, we all struggle somewhere, we all rise somewhere. And in today's episode, you are going to hear wisdom from Japan, a story from Colorado, a question from Florida, and a message from my heart to yours. Each piece connects, each piece supports you, each piece lifts you higher on your inner stage. Because when you strengthen the woman inside, the world outside becomes limitless. So take one more deep breath with me, my beautiful queen. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your shoulders back. Let your crown settle softly. Feel your confidence awakening. Because episode 27 is officially beginning and it's time to step into your inner spotlight. Let's begin. All right, queens. Now that you've stepped onto your inner stage with me, let's lean into the heart of today's message. This segment is called Royal Insight, and today we're talking about something that every queen, every woman, every dreamer, and every soul must understand. What is inner confidence? Really? Not the kind we pretend to have, not the kind we put on for others, not the kind we fake until we make it. No. I'm talking about the confidence that grows from truth, from self-awareness, from emotional strength, from that deep knowing of who you are and what you bring to the world. So settle in, queen. We're going deep. Let's start by clearing something up. A lot of people think confidence is being loud, being perfect, being fearless, being popular, being dominant, being the center of attention. But that is not confidence. That is performance. And when the lights go out, performances fade. True confidence, it remains when the makeup is off, when no one is watching, when you are alone with your thoughts. That is the confidence we are building today. So then what is inner confidence? Let me tell you. Inner confidence is the relationship you have with yourself. It is earned by keeping promises to yourself, believing in your abilities, accepting your imperfections, giving yourself grace, showing yourself compassion, being willing to try again after mistakes. Inner confidence is not a costume. It's your character. It's not an act. It's your alignment. It's not about impressing others. It's about trusting yourself. Let's talk about self-trust, because confidence begins there. Always. If you've ever doubted yourself, if you've ever talked yourself out of a dream, if you've ever told yourself you're not enough, then your inner confidence needs nurturing, not judgment. Self-trust sounds like this. I can handle this. I can learn this. I can figure this out. I can grow from this. It is not the belief that you will be perfect. It's the belief that you will be okay, even when you're not perfect. That kind of trust changes everything. It changes your walk, your voice, your energy, your decisions, your boundaries, your courage. When you trust yourself, you don't need validation from the world. Now, queens, here's a tender truth. Inner confidence cannot survive where self-criticism is the loudest voice. You cannot build yourself up while tearing yourself down. So I want you to start speaking to yourself the way you would speak to a little girl who looks up to you, or a friend you adore, or a sister who needs support. With kindness, with gentleness, with belief. Because the voice you hear the most in your life is your own. And that voice can either build your crown or break it. Choose words that build it. Another part of inner confidence is emotional safety with yourself. Meaning, you don't punish yourself for failing. You don't shame yourself for being afraid. You don't hide your emotions. You don't judge your own humanity. A confident woman doesn't avoid her emotions. She honors them. She listens to them. She understands that feelings are information, not weaknesses. When you allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to grow. Queens, inner confidence is not something you try on when you need it. It is part of your identity. It's the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. It's the way you speak to yourself in private. It's the way you stand up for your dreams, even when your knees shake. Confidence isn't what happens on stage. The stage just reveals what you've built on the inside. If your inner world is shaped with love, structure, belief, and courage, your outer world will reflect that every single time. Now, Queens, let me tell you why this matters so deeply. Because the world will test you. People will doubt you. Obstacles will challenge you. Life will stretch you. And if your confidence comes from outside sources, from approval, from applause, from titles, from success, from beauty, then the moment those things disappear, your confidence disappears with them. But when your confidence comes from within, no one can take it. No one can shake it. No one can diminish it. That is the confidence of a queen. And that brings us to the perfect moment to introduce a woman whose story beautifully embodies everything we just talked about. A woman who built her confidence from challenge, from courage, from purpose, and from deep inner transformation. A woman who reminds us that confidence doesn't come from age, status, or physical beauty, but from self-love, resilience, and authenticity. Queens, as we transition into the next segment, I want you to carry this truth with you. Inner confidence is not something you're born with. It is something you build, brick by brick, breath by breath, and step by step. And now, let me introduce you to a queen who exemplifies what it means to shine from the inside out. Miyabi Miura, National Director of Japan World Pageants. Let's step into her spotlight. All right, my beautiful queens, it is time for one of my favorite moments in every Crown and Confidence episode, our International Queen Spotlight. This is where we highlight a woman from somewhere around the globe whose story reminds us that confidence is a universal language, spoken in every country, in every culture, in every stage of life. And today's spotlight, oh my goodness, it is powerful. It is elegant. It is transformative. Today, Queens, we are shining our royal spotlight on Miyabi Miura, the National Director of Japan World Pageants, a world champion, a global mentor, and a woman who redefines what it means to rise with grace. Take a deep breath with me, because this story is a crown moment. Let's begin. Miyabi Miura didn't start her journey as a director. She didn't even start as a woman who felt ready to lead. She began as someone who loved beauty, kindness, and connection, but needed to find her own inner voice. She grew up in a culture where women are often expected to be quiet, humble, and self-sacrificing. And while humility is beautiful, even sacred, it can also silence your dreams if you're not careful. Miyabi told World Class Beauty Queens magazine something that stopped me in my tracks. She said, "In Japan, women are taught to serve others first, but eventually you must learn to shine for yourself." Queens, let that sink in. Miyabi's journey into pageantry wasn't about winning a crown. It was about discovering her voice. She was already successful in business, already admired, already respected. But she realized that success wasn't the same as self-expression. So she challenged herself. She entered pageants, she pushed past fear, and she kept going and going until she became a world champion. And what did she do after reaching the top? Did she rest? Did she retire her heels? Oh no, Queens. She transformed again. She became a national director, leading Japan World Pageants with a heart full of purpose and a mission to empower women to embrace personal growth, individuality, and identity. She didn't climb the mountain and build a throne. She built a ladder for others. Miyabi believes that pageantry isn't about physical beauty first. It's about inner strength, confidence in your identity, women supporting women, independence, emotionally and financially, challenging the idea that you must hide your shine. She teaches women across Japan that beauty isn't perfect skin, or a perfect walk, or a perfect answer. Beauty is the courage to say, "I deserve to be here." And Queens, that message goes beyond borders. It reaches every listener of this podcast, right now. A cultural shift, led by one woman's strength. Miyabi's leadership is changing how pageantry is seen in Japan. She encourages women of all ages, from teens to mothers to grandmothers, to step proudly into their individuality. She teaches that confidence isn't rebellion. Confidence isn't selfishness. Confidence isn't loudness. Confidence is choosing to honor your identity. And when she speaks Queens, you can feel the depth of her culture, her discipline, her humility, and her power all woven into every word. If there is one lesson Miyabi wants every woman to know, it is this. Your true beauty is the journey of becoming who you are. Not the crown, not the sash, not the trophy, but the transformation. And that is why she is our International Queen Spotlight today, because her story aligns so perfectly with the heart of episode 27. Confidence begins the moment you give yourself permission to shine. So, Queens, as you sit here, maybe on your couch, maybe in your car, maybe preparing for your next pageant, I want you to place your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. That rhythm, that pulse, that is your shine. No one can dim it, no one can take it, no one can silence it. Miyabi Miura's story reminds us that confidence can bloom anywhere. That, even in a culture of quietness, even in a world of expectations, even in a heart that once questioned itself, you can step fully into yourself. You can rise. You can glow. You can lead. Just like Miyabi. All right, my queens, now that we've soaked in the wisdom and power of Miyabi Miura, let's take her story one step further. In part 4, we're diving into the Miura mindset, the confidence lessons her journey teaches all of us, no matter where we live, what we've been through, or what crown we're chasing. Stay with me. Your confidence story is just beginning. You've just heard the extraordinary journey of Miyabi Miura, a woman who redefined confidence in a culture that often teaches women to shrink. Now we're going deeper. Because the beauty of Miyabi's story is not just what she accomplished, it's what she learned, and what she wants you to learn. I call these the 3 crown jewels of the Miura mindset. These are not just pageant lessons. These are life lessons. Confidence lessons, self-love lessons, identity lessons. And by the time we finish this part of the episode, I promise, something inside you will feel different. Something will feel clearer, stronger, more grounded. So take a breath, place that hand on your heart again if you'd like, and let's step into lesson number 1. Shine as yourself, not as the roles you play. Miyabi said something so simple, yet so powerful. Women in Japan often live for others first, but eventually, we must shine for ourselves. Queens, how many of you listening right now have been told, directly or indirectly, to dim your glow? Maybe you were told, don't be too loud, don't be too confident, don't draw attention, don't make others uncomfortable. Stay humble, stay small. And humility is beautiful, yes, but shrinking is not humility. Shrinking is fear wearing a mask. Miyabi learned that confidence begins when you stop living as a daughter, a sister, a mother, a wife, a student, an employee, and start living as yourself. So I want to say this clearly. You are allowed to shine. You are allowed to have goals. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to reinvent your life. You are more than the roles you play. That's lesson number 1 of the Miura mindset. And if all you take from today is this, your crown will be lighter and brighter. Lesson 2. Confidence begins when you choose courage over comfort. Now let's talk about courage. Miyabi's courage. Imagine you are successful, respected, admired. Imagine you are known for your elegance, your work ethic, your presence. Everyone sees you and assumes you have it all together. And then you look at your life and say, I want more. I want growth. I want challenge. Many people would stay comfortable. Not Miyabi. She stepped into pageantry, a world she wasn't familiar with, in a culture where it isn't always encouraged. She pushed herself, transformed herself, and rebuilt herself. She didn't do this because she was fearless. She did it because she knew the truth. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. Confidence is the decision to walk forward anyway. So here's your takeaway from lesson 2. If your dream scares you, if your next step makes your heart pound, if you feel butterflies in the best and worst way, that doesn't mean you're not ready. It means the dream is big enough. And queens, big dreams build big confidence. Lesson 3. Your true beauty is the journey of becoming who you are. And now, my favorite part of the Miura mindset. Miyabi believes beauty is not perfection. It is not a measurement. It is not a number, a size, a look, or a style. She said, your true beauty is the journey of becoming who you are. Let that sit in your spirit for a moment. Beauty is growth. Beauty is evolution. Beauty is resilience. Beauty is choosing again and again to get back up. Your confidence is not found on the day you win the crown. It's built on every step you took to get there. Every rehearsal. Every doubt. Every moment you said, I can do this. Every time you believed in yourself when no one else understood your dream. Miyabi's entire career, from contestant to world champion to national director, is proof that your glow comes from the courage to evolve. So here is your crown jewel of lesson 3. You are beautiful, not because you're finished, but because you're becoming. Now, let's pull these lessons back into your world, your journey, your confidence. Here's how you can live the Miura mindset starting today. Give yourself permission to shine. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, today. Say yes to courage, even when you're scared, especially when you're scared. Honor your evolution. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Because, queens, the crown doesn't make you valuable. You make the crown valuable. All right, my loves. Now that you've absorbed these 3 life-changing lessons from Miyabi Miura, it's time to take all that inspiration and turn it into storytelling. In part 5, we step into our storytime segment where we meet Harper from Colorado, a young contestant whose journey mirrors the Miura mindset in a beautiful, unexpected way. Stay with me, my queens. Your heart is about to glow a little brighter. Queens, welcome to part 5 of episode 27. This is one of my favorite segments, Storytime, where we take inspiration and wisdom from queens around the world and see how it plays out in real, relatable lives. Today, I want to tell you the story of a young woman named Harper, all the way from Colorado. And let me tell you, her journey embodies the Miura mindset in the most beautiful way. So take a deep breath with me and let's step into Harper's world. Harper is 22 years old. She's bright, ambitious, and full of heart. But like so many of us, she struggled with confidence. She was preparing for her very first local pageant. She had practiced her walk countless times in her bedroom, rehearsed her speech in front of the mirror, and even created her own signature smile. But here's the thing. Every night before bed, she would whisper to herself, Am I good enough? Do I belong here? What if I fail? Sound familiar, queens? I know that voice well, because we've all heard it. Her nerves were so strong that some days she thought about quitting. She even considered just watching the pageant from the audience instead of participating. But something inside her wouldn't let her stop. Now remember lesson 2 from Miyabi Miura? Confidence begins when you choose courage over comfort. Harper chose courage. Even though she felt fear in every step, she walked into that pageant hall with her head held high. She told herself, I may be scared, but I will show up anyway. I will shine anyway. I will honor myself by being present. And queens, that decision, to walk into the room scared but determined, changed everything. It wasn't just about the competition. It was about Harper claiming her inner stage. Now here's the beautiful part. Harper realized something during the pageant rehearsal day. She noticed how confident the older contestants were, women who had walked hundreds of stages, women with awards, women with years of experience, and instead of comparing herself, instead of shrinking, Harper chose self-kindness. She reminded herself, I am allowed to be here. I deserve to shine. I am enough, even if I make mistakes. And in that moment, something magical happened. Her walk became smoother, her posture taller, her smile wider. She wasn't pretending to be confident. She was discovering her confidence from within. On the night of the pageant, Harper stepped on stage. The lights were bright, the audience was watching, and the nerves were still there. But she felt something else too. She felt pride. She felt growth. She felt herself. And queens, she didn't win first place that night. But she did something far more important. She won herself. She experienced what Miyabi Miura calls, your true beauty is the journey of becoming who you are. Every clap, every smile from the audience, every step she took was a testament to her courage, her self-love, and her growth. And that, my queens, is the real crown moment. Not the trophy, not the sash, not the title, the transformation. So what can we take from Harper's story today? Show up, even when scared. Courage is built one brave step at a time. Speak kindly to yourself. Comparison steals your shine. Self-love restores it. Celebrate your evolution. Every attempt, every small victory, every moment of growth, that is your crown. Queens, if you ever doubt your worth, or question your stage, or feel unready, think of Harper. Think of Miyabi. Think of your own inner crown waiting to shine. And remember, confidence is not a destination. It's a journey. And every day you choose to walk your path to shine, to speak your truth, you are building your crown stronger and brighter than ever. And that, my queens, concludes our storytime segment for today. Up next in part 6, we'll answer a listener's crowning question. And trust me, it's going to inspire you even more to take action on your confidence and self love journey. Stay with me because your crown is ready to sparkle even brighter. Queens, welcome to part 6 of episode 27 of Crown and Confidence. This is always one of my favorite parts of the show because it's where you, my listeners, my sisters, my fellow queens, get to ask real questions and we dive deep into them together. I call it the crowning question because these are questions that touch the heart of your confidence, your growth, your dreams, and your crown. And today, the question comes from a lovely young woman named Sophia from Texas. Here's what she wrote. Princess Tiara, I love my dreams and I want to achieve them, but I constantly feel afraid that I'm not good enough. How do I build the confidence to take the first step without being paralyzed by fear? Oh, queens, can I just say? I've heard this question from hundreds of women. And the truth is, if you've ever felt this way, you are not alone. In fact, this is the exact challenge that Miyabi Miura, Harper from Colorado, and so many of our queens have faced. Step 1. Acknowledge your fear. First, Sophia, and all the queens listening, let's start by acknowledging the fear. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is a signal. Fear is a sign that you are on the edge of growth. When you feel the I'm not good enough thought creeping in, don't fight it. Don't ignore it. Don't push it aside. Say to yourself, I see you, fear. I see that you are here because I am stepping into something meaningful. Thank you for showing up, but I am still going to move forward. Queens, fear loses its power the moment you acknowledge it without judgment. Step 2. Take tiny, courageous steps. Second, Sophia, you don't have to leap into your dreams all at once. That's the beauty of confidence. It grows one step at a time. Think about Harper from Colorado. She didn't suddenly become fearless. She didn't win her first pageant effortlessly. She started small, practicing her walk in her bedroom, rehearsing her speech, saying, I am enough each morning. Each small step strengthened her self-belief. So here's your action. Break your dream into tiny, achievable steps. Celebrate each one. And slowly, your courage will build like a crown stacking jewel by jewel. Third, and this is so important, speak kindly to yourself. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed, your confidence will never grow. Instead, try this. I am learning. I am growing. I am capable. I am enough. Say it in the mirror. Whisper it when you're scared. Write it in your journal. Make it louder than fear. Remember, queens, your inner voice is the crown you wear every day. Make it majestic, supportive, and empowering. Step 4. Embrace the Miura mindset. Now, Sophia, let's bring in the wisdom of Miyabi Miura. She teaches us 3 things that directly answer your question. Shine as yourself. Don't shrink into the expectations of others. Choose courage over comfort, even if it scares you. Value the journey of becoming. Your growth and evolution are your real crown. So when fear whispers, remember Miyabi's journey. Remember Harper's bravery. Remember your own spark inside. You already have the tools. You just need to step forward. Step 5. Actionable takeaways. So queens, here's your crown and confidence challenge for today, inspired by Sophia's question. Step 1. Write down one dream you've been afraid to start. Step 2. Break it into 3 tiny steps you can do this week. Step 3. Say one empowering affirmation every day. Step 4. Celebrate every step you take, no matter how small. Sophia, this is your first step, and to every queen listening, this is your reminder. You are enough. You are ready. Your crown is waiting. Queens, when you act even when scared, when you trust yourself, when you honor your growth, that is the moment true confidence shines. And that, my beauties, is the magic of a crowning question answered. All right, queens. Up next, in part 7, we'll explore the Confidence Challenge, a mini action plan inspired by everything we've discussed today. Get ready, because this is where your inner crown starts to glow in real time. This is the part of the podcast where we take all the inspiration, all the lessons, all the stories from Miyabi Miura, from Harper, from your fellow listeners, and we turn it into action. I call it the Confidence Challenge. And yes, today you will leave this segment ready to take your first bold step into your crown. Are you ready, queens? Take a deep breath, and let's go. The first step in your confidence challenge is simple, but so powerful. Own your spark. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What makes me feel alive? What is my unique gift to the world? Write it down, whisper it to yourself, or say it out loud. Don't judge it, don't compare it. This is the essence of lesson 1 from Miyabi Miura. Shine as yourself, not as the roles you play, not as someone else expects you to be. When you own your spark, queens, that's when your inner light starts to glow. And that light, it's magnetic. It draws opportunities, people, and confidence right to you. Next, step 2 is all about courage. Remember Harper? She was scared. She was nervous. She even thought about quitting. But she stepped forward anyway. Your challenge is this. Pick one thing this week that scares you. Something you've been avoiding because it feels uncomfortable. Commit to taking one bold action toward it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be brave. Queens, confidence grows when you move forward despite fear. That's the heart of Miyabi's lesson 2. Fear is your compass pointing toward growth. Step 3 is speaking your crown. Literally speaking to yourself like the queen you are. Your words shape your confidence. Your voice shapes your presence. And your inner dialogue shapes your crown. Here's what you're going to do. Pick 3 affirmations that resonate with you. Examples could be, I am enough. I am growing stronger every day. I step into my crown with courage and grace. Repeat them every morning and evening. Say them when you feel fear creeping in. Say them when you face challenges. Queens, affirmations are not just words. They are declarations of your power. Speak them, believe them, wear them. Step 4 is celebration. Confidence doesn't only come from winning trophies or titles. It comes from acknowledging your growth. Every step you take toward your dreams, no matter how small, deserves recognition. Completed a rehearsal? Celebrate. Took a scary first step? Celebrate. Spoke up when you wanted to stay silent? Celebrate. Celebrate. Even if the world doesn't notice yet, you notice. And queens, noticing your growth is the foundation of lasting confidence. Step 5, the final step in today's confidence challenge, is commitment. Confidence isn't built in a day. It's built in habits, in repeated actions, in small victories stacked together. Your challenge, choose one crown habit to practice every day for the next week. It could be your affirmations. It could be a 10-minute self-reflection. It could be stepping outside your comfort zone. Write it down, track it, celebrate it. Make it non-negotiable. Queens, Miyabi Miura built her confidence by showing up, by choosing courage, and by creating habits that honored her growth. Now it's your turn. Your crown is waiting, and the confidence challenge is your first step to claim it. So, my queens, let's recap today's 5-step confidence challenge. Own your spark. Take courage over comfort. Speak your crown, celebrate your growth. Commit to your crown habit. If you take these 5 steps seriously, even for just 1 week, I promise you'll start to feel something shift inside. That inner voice of doubt will soften, that fear will shrink, and your confidence, your real, authentic, radiant confidence, will start to shine. Queens, you are ready. You are powerful. You are worthy. And the world is waiting for you to step fully into your crown. In the next part, Part 8, we'll bring in expert insights, where I share real-world tips from pageant professionals and mentors, the kind of advice Miyabi Miura herself uses with her queens, so you can level up your stage, your presence, and your mindset even faster. Stay tuned, my queens. Your crown journey is just getting started. Queens, welcome to Part 8 of Episode 27 of Crown and Confidence. By now, you've heard the inspirational story of Miyabi Miura, learned from Harper's journey, and even taken on your confidence challenge. Now it's time for something equally important: expert insights and mentorship. Because inspiration is amazing, but guidance is what transforms inspiration into action. And today, we're talking about the secrets professionals use to shine on stage, in life, and in their confidence journey. First, queens. Presence is everything. Pageant professionals like Miyabi Miura consistently remind their queens, the stage isn't just about what you look like. It's about how you inhabit the space around you. It's your posture, your gaze, your walk, your energy. All of it communicates confidence before you even say a word. Here's a tip from the pros. Practice standing tall in front of a mirror. Align your shoulders, lift your chin slightly, and breathe deeply. Visualize the crown on your head, feel it, own it, and walk as if the crown already belongs to you. Presence is contagious, queens. When you own your space, the audience, the judges, even your coworkers, they notice. Next, let's talk about mentorship, a secret weapon of every successful queen. Miyabi Miura didn't start as a director with all the answers. She learned from her mentors, her peers, and the stage itself. And now she passes that wisdom to her queens. Your challenge is to seek a mentor, someone who has walked the path you want to walk. It could be a pageant director, a coach, or even someone in your professional life. Schedule time to ask questions, learn from their experiences. Mentorship accelerates confidence because you're not learning through trial and error alone. You're guided by someone who has already succeeded, someone who believes in you even when you doubt yourself. Queens, insight number 3. Practice is not just repetition, it's transformation. Miyabi trains her queens tirelessly, walking, posing, speaking, expressing, because every moment on stage is a reflection of internal growth. So here's how you can apply this. Practice in small, intentional bursts. Record yourself speaking or walking and review with a kind, constructive eye. Focus on one element at a time, posture, tone, facial expression, rather than trying to perfect everything at once. Remember, transformation comes from consistent, focused effort. You are shaping not just your skill, but your confidence. Insight 4, and this is a big one. Feedback is a gift, not a criticism. Every pageant professional, every mentor, every director, including Miyabi Miura, uses feedback as a tool for growth. They don't point out flaws to discourage you. They do it to help you become the best version of yourself. Your takeaway: listen actively to constructive feedback. Ask questions if you're unclear. Apply it intentionally and see how your confidence expands. Queens, when you start seeing feedback as a gift, fear of judgment disappears. Your growth becomes unstoppable. Finally, queens, confidence is contagious. Miyabi Miura teaches that a confident queen doesn't just shine alone. She lifts others, inspires them, and creates an atmosphere where everyone can grow. Here's your challenge. Smile at someone today. Offer encouragement. Share your small victories with a friend. When you radiate confidence, it comes back to you multiplied. You are not just building your own crown, you are lighting the crowns of others as well. And that, my queens, is the secret professionals know. Confidence isn't selfish. It's a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. So let's recap the expert insights from part 8. Presence is everything. Own your space. Mentorship accelerates growth. Seek guidance. Practice transforms skill and confidence. Focus intentionally. Feedback is a gift. Embrace it with gratitude. Confidence is contagious. Lift yourself and others. Queens, if you integrate even one of these insights into your daily routine, your confidence will grow faster than you think. In part 9, we're going to tie it all together with the crown reflection, where you'll review your journey from inspiration to action to insight and leave with a clear path to your next crown. Stay with me, because this is where it all comes together. Queens, welcome to part 9 of episode 27 of Crown and Confidence. This is the part of the podcast where we pause, we breathe, we reflect. I call it the crown reflection because it's about reviewing everything we've explored today. From Miyabi Miura's inspiring journey, to Harper's courage, to your very own confidence challenge, and seeing how all the pieces come together to shape your crown. So sit back, relax, and let's reflect together. First, Queens, let's honor the journey. Think back to Miyabi Miura. She didn't start as a national director. She didn't start with a crown or a title. She started with curiosity, courage, and a willingness to grow. And then think of Harper from Colorado. She started scared. She started unsure. And yet she stepped on that stage anyway and discovered her confidence from within. And now think of yourself. Where were you before you pressed play on this episode? What fears, doubts, or uncertainties were you carrying? Take a moment, Queens. Honor that journey. Every step, every stumble, every small victory, it matters. It has shaped the queen you are becoming. Step 2, recognize your growth. Step 2 is to recognize your growth. Confidence isn't built in a single day. It's built by small intentional actions. By saying yes when you wanted to say no. By showing up when you wanted to hide. By believing in yourself when others didn't yet understand your dreams. Look back at your week, your month, your year. Where have you shown courage? Where have you practiced self-love? Where have you taken the first step toward your crown? Queens, every action, no matter how small, is proof that you are growing stronger, brighter, and more radiant. Recognize it. Celebrate it. Step 3 is to integrate the lessons from today. Let's review quickly. Miyabi Miura taught us to shine as ourselves, choose courage over comfort, and embrace the journey of becoming. Harper taught us that showing up scared is still winning. Our confidence challenge gave us 5 actionable steps: own your spark, take courageous steps, speak your crown, celebrate growth, and commit to a crown habit. Expert insights reminded us that presence, mentorship, practice, feedback, and sharing confidence with others are key to thriving. Queens, your crown is not just a symbol, it's a reflection of all of these lessons. Integrate them into your daily life, make them habits. Let them shape your confidence, your posture, your voice, your mindset, and your world. Step 4 is visualization. Close your eyes for a moment, Queens. Imagine your crown. Not the physical crown, but the crown of your confidence, your self-love, your courage, and your growth. See it shining on your head. Feel the weight, not heavy, but grounding, empowering. See yourself standing tall, speaking with clarity, walking with grace, shining your light. See the ripple effect, the confidence you radiate touching everyone around you. This visualization is a reminder that your crown is already within you. Every action you take, every decision to show up fully, polishes it, strengthens it, and makes it shine brighter. Finally, Queens, step 5 is to commit to moving forward. Reflection is powerful, but it only works if it inspires action. Ask yourself, what is the next courageous step I will take this week? How will I honor my growth daily? How will I embody the lessons from Miyabi, Harper, and today's confidence challenge? Commit to your crown. Commit to yourself, because Queens, the world needs your confidence, your light, and your brilliance. Take a deep breath with me. Feel your crown on your head, your power in your heart. You are ready. You are capable. You are radiant. And every day, you are stepping closer to the queen you are meant to be. Queens. In the final part of today's episode, part 10, we'll close with our royal inspiration and affirmation, a 5-minute segment where I leave you with a personal mantra and encouragement to carry with you as you go into your day, week, and life, fully crowned and confident. Stay with me, because your crown journey is about to reach its shining moment. Princess Tiara, Queens, we've arrived at the final part of episode 27 of Crown and Confidence, Royal Inspiration and Affirmation. This is my gift to you, a moment to pause, to reflect, and to claim your crown fully before you step back into your world. Take a deep breath with me. Close your eyes if you can, and let's center ourselves. Your crown isn't just something you wear for a pageant. It's not just a symbol of achievement. Your crown is your confidence, your courage, your self-love, and your authenticity. It's how you walk, speak, and shine, no matter the stage, no matter the audience, no matter the challenge. Queens. Remember Miyabi Miura. She turned her journey, her experiences, her courage into a stage for other women to shine. Her life reminds us that our power grows when we lift others while we rise ourselves. And think of Harper from Colorado. She didn't wait for perfect circumstances. She didn't wait for validation. She simply showed up and claimed her crown through courage and action. Let their stories remind you that confidence is not about never feeling fear. It's about feeling it, acknowledging it, and stepping forward anyway. Queens, repeat this with me, out loud, in your heart, or in a whisper to yourself. I am radiant. I am courageous. I am worthy of my crown. I shine because I am me. Every step I take, I grow stronger. I claim my confidence and share it with the world. Say it again. I am radiant. I am courageous. I am worthy of my crown. I shine because I am me. Let these words settle into your mind, your heart, your soul. This is your crown. This is your power. This is your moment. Queens, thank you for joining me on this journey today. Episode 27 has been about courage, growth, and shining as your authentic self. Remember, your confidence is not a destination. It's a journey, built one brave step at a time, shaped by self-love, guided by mentorship, and strengthened by reflection. Carry your crown with pride. Walk with grace. Speak with power. And never forget, you are enough. You are ready. You are radiant. Before we go, a special thank you to our sponsor, World Class Beauty Queens Magazine, for supporting queens around the world, sharing stories, and helping us all shine brighter. Before I let you go, beautiful queens, I want to remind you that the Crowns Media family is filled with powerful shows created just for you. If you loved today's episode, make sure you check out our sister podcasts, Crown and Interview, where we teach you how to master the art of pageant interviews and speak like a queen with clarity and confidence. Crown and Sisterhood, filled with empowerment, connection, stories, and heart. Your safe space to grow within a community of strong, compassionate queens. Crown and Leadership, guiding you on stepping into your power as a leader in your pageant system, your community, and your personal life. There is so much waiting for you across all Crowns podcasts. I want you to grow, shine, and rise with us. And queens, don't forget to like, click follow, subscribe, share, all of it. Your support helps us reach more women, uplift more voices, and crown more confidence across the world. Special Artist Spotlight. And before we wrap, today's special musical spotlight goes to the incredible artist Aurora Royal, bringing fire, attitude, and royalty to every track she touches. Stay tuned for her featured song right after this episode. Trust me, you're gonna feel this one. All right, queens. Until next time, this is Princess Tiara reminding you to claim your crown, trust your journey, and shine every single day. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay radiant.
Hi, my name is Aurora Royale. Check out World Class Queen of Asia magazine and my new song, Queens of Asia.
Queens, let's fly. Step on the stage, feel the heartbeat race. Diamonds in motion, unstoppable grace. Lights up, we glow, every dream on display. From Seoul to Manila, we're paving the way. Still and fire, every step is a story. We wear our courage like armor of glory. Hands high, sisters, we rise together. Unbreakable spirit, shining forever. Every crown starts with a vision. Every queen born from ambition. Hear the roar, the world isn't listening. This is our moment, our ignition. We are the queens of Asia, burning brighter than the stars above. Yeah, stand tall, yeah, we're unshakable, powerful, unstoppable. We are the queens of Asia, hearts of fire, voices loud and braver. Watch us rise, it's our era. We're the queens of Asia. Strut like a storm in a velvet crown. Every step lifting dreams off the ground. Bangkok to Tokyo, we're writing the rules. Beauty with purpose, intelligence too. Sisters united, we carry the flame. Different languages, one shared name. Strength in our hearts, pride in our stride. When one of us shines, we own. Every crown starts with a vision. Every queen fuels her mission. Hear the crowd, the stage is listening. This is our uprising. Listen. We are the queens of Asia, burning brighter than the stars above. You stand tall, yeah, we're unshakable, powerful, unstoppable. We are the queens of Asia, hearts of fire, voices loud and braver. Watch us rise, it's our era. We're the queens of Asia. Crowns aren't given, they're earned in the night, in the tears, in the dreams, in the battles we fight. But we rise, 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 lifting each other higher. Sisters in purpose, blazing with fire. Queens shine, Asia stand up, it's our time. Glitter in our veins, thunder in our stride. Pageant warriors, unify. We are the queens of Asia, burning brighter than the stars above. You stand tall, yeah, we're unshakable, powerful, unstoppable. We are the queens of Asia, hearts of fire, voices loud and braver. Watch us rise, it's our era. We're the queens of Asia. Shine together, forever. Queens of Asia. Queens of Asia. My name is Aurora Royale. Good night, Asia.
I would like to say thank you to all my Royal Rebels. I love you, and let's make a difference together in the world.